Hey guys, D.Bowie here, and today we're going to talk about Dendi's MIRANA. The first thing we're going to talk about is the MIRANA vs Lark matchup. Slark is considered a pretty good counter against MIRANA since her only escape mechanism doesn't work against Slark's bounce. There are some ways around it though. Slark's leash has a radius of 325 units, which means that you can leap, just not more than 325 away from the center point. We can see that Dendi abuses that 2 times here. In the first clip, he manages to go down the river and avoid Slark's damage, and in the other one, he almost manages to cliff himself into the Russian pit and then avoid death. Optimizing your skill build. In this game, Dendi maxed both arrow and starfall and left one value point on leap. While you get more damage with points in arrow, the standard skill build is to max both leap and starfall first, because usually you're more interested in the 5-second stun duration of the arrow than the damage from the arrow itself. Not only that, but you can one-hit kill creeps with level 1 arrows as well. People leave arrow at a level 2 because you get a huge spike in damage from 50 to 140, but max the other skills first. In my opinion, he deviated from the current skill build, because against the Slark, you don't want more points in leap, because if you get caught, you're basically wasting 3 skill points for nothing. If you think I'm talking out of my ass, check these 2 games. Arteezy and Universe are playing MIRANA against teams that don't have a Slark, and they go with the standard skill build. And in this other game, we have Samael against the Slark, and he follows the exact same build Dendi went. Avoid right-clicking towers unless you're the strongest right-clicker in your team. MIRANA's toolkit revolves around stunning heroes with arrow and dealing huge AoE damage in teamfights. The meta build only reinforces that with the extra Starstorm from Aghanim's. Because of that, unless you're going for a different right-click build, avoid being in the front of pushes and getting picked off in the beginning of fights, because MIRANA's strength in this patch is surviving and dealing a lot of AoE damage. See how much damage Dendi is able to output in this fight by staying hidden and counter-initiating with his Blink Dagger afterwards. Arrow is a good scouting tool, but now is also a decent farming tool, especially before you have your Aghanim Scepter. See how he manages to farm camps that are far away and thus optimizing his farming pattern and speed. After you have your Aghanims, you don't need to spam your arrow to farm camps anymore, and you should probably use it more for scouting purposes. Baiting with smoke. In higher MMRs, it's not uncommon to see people smoking. But something that is rarely done is when a team smokes and another ally goes together with them but without the smoke effect. This is done usually to bait reactions from the enemy team that maybe doesn't consider that there are more people behind that target. Even though in this game it was not very effective because Meeple was rushing, it is still something that can be devastating when done correctly, so try to do that sometimes in your pubs to get people off guard. Okay, this is it for today. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel. I'm doing videos like this almost daily, so keep it up with them. And if you like my work, please support me in my Patreon account. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.